dealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Check, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, B-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing son up.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on? I am back again in the building. You know it's the Afterglow Show. It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching Off Script. All right, and today I got a special guest. You already know him. I don't need no introductions. You know he FAMU strike again, strike.
Keep saying it. Keep saying it.
What is
Three
going on,
strikes
Mr.
and then
Kobe?
again. 3 strikes and then again. See, you got on orange there, boy. You coming on through.
Man, listen.
That boy got green in the background. He got orange.
Listen, I want to tell y'all guys a quick story, right? So we do a little test call before he come on here. He comes on the show, and I mean, he got the brightest orange FAMU shirt, and I'm like, bro, we really twinning right now. Like, I can't go out like that. So he threw the black sweatshirt on for me, so I wouldn't go out like that. But appreciate it, Mr. Kofi. How was your weekend, Mr. Kofi? How was your weekend?
Hey, all is well, man. It was homecoming weekend. I tried to tell you at the beginning of last week, man. It was homecoming. It was homecoming, and it was, it was epic, man. That was our little thing, but it was just epic all week long. It was like win after win after win after win. Had great things happening, all kinds of celebs coming through, and it's like a big, huge festival, bro. And then Stephen A. Smith came on the campus, and Kevin Hart, and the whole entourage, and then we had Will Packer with the dedication. Prairie, and then Grambling people came up in there, all about 5 of them and everything. They came out. They came up in the bracket. They came up in the bracket. Their team was kind of chippy and everything, but of course, the Rattlers do play well in Bragg, and the guys came on out, and the defense shut that offense down, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I'm glad you just mentioned the defense, because we know about that other guy on the other side of the ball. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna get in there. We're not gonna get into that. But we go. You know what? We're gonna start somewhere different today. And okay, we're gonna start with the breaking news of Donald Hill out. You know what I'm saying? The breaking news that Donald Hill is out as coach. But listen. First, I gotta give you your roses while you're here, man. I gotta give you your roses while you're here. All right. See, listen, I want people to understand. I don't just bring any old body on the show. My man is a football aficionado. All right. So listen, I want you guys to peep back what he said last week. If it was ESPN, they'll have like a cut scene. I'm not ESPN, but I'm gonna show you what my man said last week. This is what he said. Came out his own mouth.
So he's not in danger right now. But Donald Hill Ely, if he doesn't win this game, Bama State will have a new coach next year.
You heard what he said. You heard what he said. He said it. He said it. He said it. He said it. So I mean, listen, you know what you're talking about. I gotta give you your roses. I gotta give you your roses.
Man, Alabama State has probably some of the best facilities in the SWAC. And it's Alabama, so I don't think people understand how serious these people take football. They just haven't done anything in a minute. But they take their football seriously. They have a ton of investors and people that want to see them do well. And they're doing well in literally every other sport except the one they want to freaking do well in, and that's football.
That's crazy.
And I think they saw the handwriting on the wall and wanted to get a head start on being able to find the right fit for their program. They've got a legion of fans. They've got a nice stadium. They got nice facilities. Alabama's a football state, so they have access to great athletes all around them. So for them, I guess they're feeling like there's no excuse, but they always try to swing big for the fence. You know what I'm saying? They tried Brian Jenkins, and for whatever reasons, it just didn't work out. And they at one time when Billy Joe was at FAMU, they tried to get Billy Joe from us. And, I was like, wow, these people are, they really tried it and everything. But they love football and they want to see their team do well. I hope that they take their time and get the right fit for their program, because a good Alabama State team is really good for the rest of the SWAC.
All right. So I got it from a very, very, very close source to the pretty top that they're who they're looking at right now is Hugh Jackson. That's their number one choice, Hugh Jackson. Ruffin, the dude from Miles, Reggie Ruffin, I believe that's his name.
I can dig it.
And the head coach at Hoover, Alabama. Those are their top three choices. at this point in time right now.
Here's what I want to know. Like,
Bowie
State has been kicking everybody's butt in the Division II for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear a lot of different things. Now, I think that Miles, obviously, that's pretty obvious because he's already in the state. He has ties to the state, knows the state. Hugh Jackson, to me, is a no-brainer. He's got resources, wanting to see exactly where his mind is and what he's willing to do. But, he definitely would also be a dynamic fit. And I think, he's got the intellectual background to be able to do some things and attract the right kind of athlete and to be the figurehead for that program. But you need, what people have to understand at HBCUs, you need somebody in there that wants to be there.
Okay.
Somebody that embraces the environment, understands you're gonna have to buckle up your whatever you got on, buckle it up and put some because people be dressing all kind of ways in Alabama. They be doing all kinds of stuff up in there. But I'm just
oh wow.
I'm just saying, all right, so you have to be able to buckle up and do the hard work that is necessary to sell your program. People say whatever they want to say about Deion. Deion came in on 10, and he has not let up.
I like that.
He came in on 10. He came in with resources. He came in talking what he was talking about, and he came in working. Understand. Now, he complained. He kind of got a little culture shock when he saw that certain stuff wasn't in place, but he didn't let that deter him. He just continued to work, continued to build, continued to do whatever, got the sonic boom, something. So people bought into that. And I think other HBCUs see that also happen. I mean, I can even attest even to our own Willie Simmons, who came into a situation that was not necessarily, quote unquote, the best, but he continued to work. He buckled up, did the work, made the connections, went around the country with our AD and our national alumni president, raising money, getting in people's faces, hugging people, establishing relationships. And that's what you have to do at an HBCU. You have to be willing to connect with people because unlike, at Alabama, I can't just walk in Nick Saban's office and just be like, hey, Nick, blah, blah, blah.
I need this.
Now, if Alabama loses, there will be people that will be throwing bricks. They'll find a way to get in there. But I've seen that happen. But at an HBCU, people don't view you as, quote unquote, that celebrity or you that high up. And they will find you. They want to connect. They want to be able to touch bases with you. Say, hey, I don't have much, but here's $100 for the program. And we want to see you do well, coach. Thank you. Can we get a selfie? That sort of thing. Hey, can you come by the house with chicken and everything? We got chicken.
No, it's crazy you say that because I got a couple of Southern alums that I talk to, and they literally be like, hey, Scotty, I'm going to talk to the coach on Tuesday. I'll let you know what he said. I'm like, how you do that?
That's like at HBCU. That's what we do. You will be hands-on. And if you're not that dude that embraces that culture and really loves people on that level and is willing to do the hard work to sell your program and to take it to that next level, you will not be successful. Now, I think Donald Hill-Ely, obviously, I think he's a good coach. I think he did raise the level from Brian Jenkins, from where they had it. Their defense played, but at the end of the day, he wasn't able to bring Alabama State from good to great. And Alabama State wants to be great. They see what's happening in Jackson State, be like, look, why not us? We need somebody in here that's going to take the bull by the horns, knows what they're doing, connect with our fan base, and get us some wins.
I like that. Now, I'm going to get into a little bit in the game, and then we'll move on. The Magic City Classic, right? I was there. I watched the game. It wasn't as packed as I thought it would be because both teams weren't doing that well, so that's understandable. The weather wasn't that well as well. But my issue is this, and I know maybe people are going to be like, oh, Scotty, you think the white man's ice is better. Like, to me, it's just this. It's like you're celebrating a win against a rival in the game. Like, neither one of y'all are playing for anything. Like, they celebrating like they done won the national championship. And I'm like, so then I started thinking, I'm like, well, if Michigan State beat Michigan and they weren't playing for nothing, it just means something. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of had to check my own ego, but I'm just like, they was really like, oh, 4P. I'm like, bro, like y'all, like neither one of y'all Bamas are playing for anything. So that's just my little 2 cents. That's just my little 2 cents.
That's rivalry football. I mean, I remember, again, when FAMU was like 1-10 and we almost beat Cookman, boy, we would have just been like, yes, yes. We would have embraced it and taken that moment and went right outside to the vendors. And, you just want to celebrate for a little bit, take whatever you can, because it's been a hard year. And I don't know, just really for Manor and Alabama A&M in the East, he was telling Dion, you better get some more 5 stars. But if he don't get some more 5 stars, if he don't get some more 5 stars, he gonna be around there bound at, around the bottom of the barrel pretty soon, because Akil Glass is leaving. So they're gonna have to have somebody to fill that spot. They gotta beef up their line of scrimmage, and they gotta find a way to play defense. Got you.
All right, moving on. Your game, homecoming, Grambling State 3, FAM 26. Now, I'm gonna go. What is in the debate? I'm gonna take the opposition. The opposition for me is this: you should have won by 40. And this is my issue with McKay. Like, in this offense, it's so mundane. And the receivers are so explosive. That's the second kicker to it.
Here's my issue with how we walk with the flow of the game, because we started out and McKay was really on fire. He did some stuff, and I think Grambling didn't really respect McKay's ability to throw the ball and get our guys to the open receiver. So we did some little timing routes, and Jamarie killed him early on. Bonnet was coming out of the backfield. We hit him with multiple wide receivers. Mm-hmm. So we understand Alabama A&M and Alabama State. It's just like everybody else rivalry and everything. Everybody want to win. You're going to talk noise or whatever. We get it. I understand. All right. But so going back to the game, we had total control of the game, and I wanted to see us run it some more, because that's where the yardage was coming from. Mm-hmm. We had a 4th down and 1, 4th down and 3 on the goal line, and they turned the ball over for McKay to throw the ball. I'm like, bruh, you got McLeod in the backfield. Give him the ball. Let him slam into that Grambling line of scrimmage. Let's go ahead and get the touchdown. Of course, we ended up getting another safety or whatever. But I want everybody, I want our coaches just to embrace the identity. That's where the W's are. We don't want McKay doing too much and feeling like he's Tom Brady, because he's not right now. He just needs to be you remember Jeff Hostetler back in the day with the Giants? Back in 90, they had a Super Bowl team, that team that beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Phil Simms got hurt. And so when Phil Simms got hurt, everybody was like, oh, the Giants, blah, blah, blah. But Jeff Hostetler came in there and he ran that offense. He handed the ball off, made the throws he needed to make. The Giants shut the Bills down and won the Super Bowl. So I'm cool. I'm cool with that for right now. And as long as he makes the throws he needs to make and doesn't try to be the hero, and they don't try to make him to be, something he's not, we're in good shape.
Man, listen, and shout out to Barrage. Thank you, Barrage. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
This is my thing, right? It's just that I don't have a problem with you guys. If you guys were leading the pack, if you guys were in front of Jackson State, would have no issue with none of this. But you're trying to make a push for the playoffs, and you have to win with style points. And the way you're playing these games, you're not. Listen, this team. I want you to understand this stat line. The starting quarterback, was 6 of 13 for 63 yards for the whole game. If you don't beat somebody by 60, something is wrong with you.
But watch this. You can still do that with 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Just stick with it. Because eventually you're going to wear the defense out. They're going to come up for something. Then you make it big. I watched Georgia Southern do that for an entire decade. I watched Youngstown State come back and win 5 championships. doing the same thing. And if you watch North Dakota State play, they're not flashy with what they do. They beat you with just straight up execution. We running it right, bam, hit you 5 yards. Hit it to the tight end, bam. And then before you know it, they hit it to the wide receiver or their quarterback breaks off a big run. But they don't beat you with a bunch of flash. They just beat you and challenge you to go out of your norm. Before you know it, you're behind 14 zip. So guess what? You got to throw balls against that defense, pick 6, touchdown, 21 zip. You know, so hopefully we'll figure it out. It ain't flashy, but I actually want to see us run the ball more. I know that going into our offseason, it's not going to be settled. I think we do have a couple of upcoming freshmen from Maritovic as well as Jacoby from Jacksonville that are a couple of 3-star guys that are going to be, competing. I think they will push McKay because they've got an entire year in the offense. But I'm looking for Willie Simmons to bring in an additional transfer sometime in the offseason and take the offense to another level because we basically have everybody returning anyway.
All right, too easy. Now, what does Grambling do with Fobbs? This was epic. This was bad. This. You would think you were playing a Division II school. Like, now, don't get me wrong. That defense, solid. The defense is solid for Grambling. I'll give them that. But to put on that display on that big a stage, you can't do that, man. And it didn't even look competitive at no point in time. At no point in time.
Here's the thing that I think for me, if I'm a Grambling Knight, I'm going to keep Fobbs. And here's why. He got you multiple titles, and then COVID hit. Okay. Prairie View stepped up. Dooley, who was on his staff, is now at Prairie View, who understands. So they're competing for the same athletes. And I think he made, recruitment is really everything. You still have to make sure that wave or that next line of people, instead of rebuilding, that you're always reloading and restocking what you have. I think somewhere in that program, there was a disconnect because as soon as COVID hit and that transfer portal opened up, many of the players that I think would have been difference makers for Grambling went to other schools, from linemen, interior linemen, linebackers, corners that would have been on his team. They're not there anymore. So he had to totally kind of rebuild the squad. And I think he was feeling the pressure, got rid of Orlando, who I felt was a good offensive coordinator because, the Grambling guys, they don't like to lose. So they go, Coach Fobbs, you need to go ahead and get rid of that darn Orlando dude. He don't know how to call the game. We done lost to Dion and he just getting, all kind of foolishness and stuff like that. But Fobbs he's still a championship coach. He just needs to continue to restock because this Grambling team, the whole team basically is coming back. Now, my question is, obviously, I was a little disappointed with how they played from the standpoint of their mental capacity. Grambling's program has a ton of pride. They don't like to lose. They're used to winning. And they came in with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, which I think you need when you're playing football. But, from the beginning of the game, they almost got in a fight with the flag court. I'm like, bro, the flag court from the band? Come on, man. What? Come on, dude. The dude's half your size. And he pushing out. The thing about it is, that's not the thing to do at Bragg Memorial Stadium. Because it was homecoming. So you got a whole bunch of alumni that are there that, used to be thugs and all kind of crazy stuff. So you waking all that stuff and they already got liquor in them. Plus, you're in a stadium where all 5 of your Grambling fans would not have been able to help you.
Not even a little bit.
They wouldn't have been able to help you at all. You're just asking for that. So the sheriff shut that down. So then the whole entire game, a running game will make you mad, especially when somebody's busting you in the mouth because it's physical, right? Yeah. People talking trash.
Can't stop
you're losing. They got a little frustrated, lost their composure a couple of times, and the referees didn't do a good job of keeping the composure or keeping control of the game. Because there were a couple of slight skirmishes that could have gotten a whole lot worse. Mm-hmm. Then after halftime, they still got another fight with another band person. I'm like, y'all don't know where y'all at. Please, y'all need to chill and cut that out because that's not going to bode well for you. Then they get in a fight in the second half. This was what was telling for me. The whole team and the coaching staff went running over the outside line. Just left their bench. I'm like, bruh, y'all don't have no control over those guys. Like, what is the mentality? I get you want to, you know, back your guy up. But I mean, now the good thing is obviously they went over there together. But I'm like, what kind of message is that sending? And as an HBCU, you got two of the most high-profile programs. That could have been on ESPN. Everybody's sitting up there watching. Now they're saying the HBCU football. Know how to do it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
People trying to call me and everything. I keep trying to tell them I'm on the program, whatever. But they're in there and they're fighting and everything. I'm just like, bro, come on. So that is a little question for me. I don't know what that message is. I don't know if he's feeling it, but I just need him to just settle down, recognize who he is, go into Texas and get you some recruits, get out there, work your social media, connect with those guys, get you some 5 stars, and Grambling be back in the ball game.
Well, Grambling ain't getting no 5 stars. But my thing is this is simply this, is that and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna move on. I have an issue with Grambling Knights only wanting a Grambling man to coach this team. And I've heard it from many alumni. That's dumb. That's stupid to me.
Very much so.
Just go get the best man.
You limit yourself. And quite frankly, even at FAMU, our championship coaches that have come in were not FAMUans for the most part. Now, Ken Riley was able to come in and have moderate success, beat Georgia Southern a couple of times, got us a couple of MEAC titles. But your Billy Joes, Villanova, Rudy Hubbard, Ohio State, Jake Gaither did not graduate from FAMU. So understanding that and breaking that whole thing. But see, that's a cultural thing that has to be met with somebody with some kahunas. Because you have to have an AD and you have to have a president that is willing to put some people in their place. We're going to respect Eddie Robinson and the legacy of Eddie Robinson, but we need to get somebody in here that knows what they're doing.
Facts. And I'm not saying Fobbs doesn't, but I just feel like he should be on the hot seat for real. Next up.
He could be now. He could be.
Ain't no could be. He need to be. Like, I mean, if you putting on, ain't no if and buts about it. You putting on a display like that, 3 points against, I mean, I can understand if Valley did better than that. And you. So what you're telling me is this Valley's better than you. That's what you're telling me. If that's the display you want to put on the field, you're saying Valley.
People sleeping on on Valley, but I think Jackson State found out, And again, that whole environment is just different. And I think Valley at home, the grass is different, that field is different. It really is. That environment is different. And if you're not focused and dialed in, you're thinking that it's just a regular team, you'll get busted in the mouth. And that's what they do.
That field is legit. That field is legit the 12th man. That field is legit the 12th man. And you saw it in that game against Jackson State. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't seeing too much against FAMU when I saw y'all play, but you definitely see when you try to, because you guys are more of a run first team anyway. So when you try to, go in between the tackles, you don't really get to see that ever. But when you try to play a spread out game on against Valley at that field, that's not your best bet because your skill players can't get a grip. They're slipping, they're sliding, it's mushing. I mean, it's literally look like a hockey game out there. People just sliding and gliding everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But my issue is that they could have won this game if the 4 picks did not happen and Jelani Eason played a little bit better. My issue, and nobody's going to say that, is I have a problem with the offensive play calling coming down the end, right? So you get the pick on Shador, the second pick on Shador at your own 35, 40-yard line, and you damn near run the ball 2 or 3 times straight. But my issue is this, and anybody who knows football can tell you, if Jackson State has I don't understand why quarterbacks do not have a 2-play call. We were doing that in high school. Hey, if you get this look, check out of it. We're going here. If you get this look, stay with the play. Well, you know what Jackson State is going to do. They're literally walking down their safety. They're walking down their linebackers. Okay, check, kill. We're going with the slant behind them. They never do that. And I'm like, are these quarterbacks not comparable? Do they not understand the game so you can't do that for them? Or are these coaches, they're not doing it? And it's really frustrating to watch because It's something you have to do to make Jackson State get out that blitz, because Jelani Easton was running for his life most of the game, and anything he did do, it was anytime he held the ball longer than 4 seconds, it was bad. He's scrambling. God, it was just horrible. Just horrible.
Absolutely. And, everybody's on the team. Like, your offensive coordinator is a whole part of what happens on your game day and all of that stuff. I think Easton is capable of throwing a slant. He's a transfer, correct?
Yeah, from Portland.
Yeah. So, they brought him in for a reason. And sooner or later, you have to trust your guy to do stuff that you coach him up to do. I know you don't want to turn the ball over, but you have to make throws. That's how you grow.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you develop. That's how the offense is going to grow. You have to have trust and belief in your players so that they believe. The longer you do that, they're going to believe or feel like, I don't know if they trust me to do that. And then that nervousness sets in, and then you do make a raggedy play because you're not used to doing it.
Yeah.
You have to make the play.
You got to. And I just feel like at the end of the day, Jackson State defense always comes through for them at the end. You know what I'm saying? Either one big play, after another big pick, turnover, sack, fumble, scoop and score, whatever. They come through. So you got to give them credit. This game, I got to talk about Andrew Body. I'm telling, that boy is unfreaking real. Okay? Unfreaking real. Texas Southern put 60, and then, let's think. The backup, Jordan, comes in, and he throws a touchdown pass. So, listen, UAPB, I don't know where you go from here. I do believe you give Doc Gamble another year. I really, honestly, truly feel that way. I don't think you get rid of him. He just took it to the SWAC championship. Give him another year, but he should be on the hottest of hot seats, because you guys, ever since Alcorn, you have not looked like a football team. It's just that simple. You have not looked like a football team. That's
bad, man. Just I want to try to say something good, right? I mean, UAP. Now, I ain't gonna do it. They look so good in the spring, bro. They look so, and back in the hood, they looked so good in the spring, and now I don't know. This is not the same team.
Not even close.
The belief, they're not playing fast. They're making mental errors. They have mentally cashed it in, and that's not a good look or a good sign. Because that's not a good look or a good sign. I don't know what.
Even a little bit. And somebody in the comments said, Scotty, they need to get out that cover zero. I keep trying to tell them they need to let it go. They need to burn that jank. That cover zero is not for them. They need to be in.
It
quarters.
Dumbfounds me.
They need to be in quarters.
It's a sign of bad coaching, just straight up. When you try to force an alignment or force a set on a team that does not have the personnel to run it, why would you stay in something that you can't do? Play to your strengths. That's good coaching. We can't look. This cover zero is not working. It's not working. It hasn't worked for the last XYZ. Let's get out of it. Let's change it. Let's try something else.
Man, they need to be in quarters for real, for real. And the game of the week. Week. Man, when I tell you this was epic.
Southern stepped up, bro.
This is epic.
Southern stepped up. They stepped up in a big way, and I think, excuse me, I think Alcorn may have let down on their intensity a little bit. But I also will say I don't think Alcorn's defense is championship caliber right now.
I've been saying that,
and that's going to be an issue with them going forward, especially if they got playing Prairie View. I'm trying to be like we gonna be. I'm like, where's that game gonna be?
Yeah. Fact.
Where's that game?
Which one?
The Prairie View. Oh, it's in Prairie View because Alcorn didn't have any home games, right? So I don't know how they're gonna do it. Now Alcorn has pride. They know how to win games, but the way that they're playing defense right now is not championship caliber. I realize Texas Southern's offense has stepped up, but when you consistently give over 30 and you don't have a whole bunch of shutouts, like even with Grambling, they gave up 20 points. It's not a good sign.
It says it's at Alcorn. Everybody's saying it's at Alcorn. The PB game is it's at Alcorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but
that would be their saving grace. But if Prairie View comes to play their game, I
I think the most surprising part about this whole Southern game is Southern's passing attack stepping up and making the plays that it does. Starting with Bubba McDaniels and those two and that big receiver that made that, outstanding catch against the two DBs. Thank you. Yeah, golf clap. Bravo, my boy. Because I hadn't seen anything from the Southern receivers that made me be like, I'm worried. Because I know Alcorn's DBs are not that good. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that against UAPB. So I see that they're not that good. Their front seven is like I've been saying. I said Alcorn's a solid team. Nothing about their team scares you. Nobody on their team is really like, oh my God, we really got to stop. Not even Felix, because he's a very rhythm quarterback. He's not the stand in and just boom, boom, and pick you apart all over the field. He's not that guy. So I think there's a lot of stuff going here. My thing with Southern is, man, listen, that's a game you usually lose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they wanted to win that game, and the crowd got behind them. They saw that they had a chance to compete, and they stepped up. You know, they made the plays that they needed to make. The last drive, again, you know, if you got a championship defense, Alcorn shuts that down, and you go into overtime and you take your chances. But Southern drove right down the field, made the plays that they needed to make. They couldn't handle those receivers in space. You know, it was a typical Mumford. When Mumfords get hot and that gets in that atmosphere like that, you have to hope for the best.
Okay. Somebody on my should have stayed at home awards, I gave it to the special teams coach of Alcorn. Because the fact that you do a pooch kick with a minute left in the game, make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. I don't get it. And not one reporter on the HBCU coaches call asked Fred Manera about that. They didn't act like you got to do that. Who does that? You kick a pooch kick and you're literally hoping the game goes. That doesn't make sense. To me, I don't know what you're trying to do there. I really don't. Like,
I think maybe he believed in his defense more than, I do, you know, more than you do. And he thought that their defense was going to come in and make some plays or something. But that was something else.
That walk-off. Shout out to Luke Jackson. That boy, that 47 yard from a swat kicker. From a swat kicker? Gotta give him credit.
Now, Southern traditionally has pretty good special teams, for the record. Even going back to Pete Richardson days, Southern University has pretty decent kickers. Jackson State has had some pretty decent kickers. Now, the rest of everybody else, I see why you would say that. But, you know, FAMU has a pretty decent kicker this year as well. I don't know, man. I don't know what people are looking for or how they, you know, what they're looking for. But they need to go on and JUCOs and find somebody, because it's an important part of your game. And, you know, in terms of field position and even execution when it comes down to points, man. So, absolutely, bro.
Yeah, and like Mr. Wayne said, he said, I don't see how you do a pooch kick. Southern had 3 timeouts left. That's the thing. Plus, in college, the clock stops every first down, so that's like a half a timeout. So you got half a timeouts with 3 full timeouts. Nah, bro, I'm kicking that hole out the end zone. I'm kicking that. Listen, you better get every single yard to beat me today. That's what we're doing. All right. Week 10 games. All right. Alcorn State, Bethune-Cookman. It's not much to talk about. Bethune is pretty much they done 1, 2, 3 Cancun. They're waiting for the Florida Classic to really step up and actually get another win. So
the thing about Cookman is it's in Daytona, right? Now, Alcorn's coming off a loss, so they're gonna be pissed. And they're gonna really come in focused.
They're gonna be hot. Yeah, they're gonna be hot.
Trying to win this game. They're gonna be hot. And they also have a FAMU on their staff who's a QB coach, so he's gonna let them know about how Cookman plays. But I think if people watch how Cookman has played, they will compete. So as long as Alcorn understands that Cookman's not gonna give them the game, that they're gonna have to earn it and make plays, they'll be fine. But if they go in there and they play sloppy, as Prairie View found out, I could put Alcorn on upset alert because Cookman hadn't won a game this year and they're desperate. So they're capable of playing and hanging with Alcorn. I do think Alcorn's obviously the better team, but I wouldn't be shocked if Cookman
Let
won.
me say this. If Alcorn loses this game, that's a wrap. To me, that's a wrap. In the West, that's a wrap.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's a wrap. You're not. I'm not gonna say you're not beating Jackson State because that's a rivalry game as well. So I'm not gonna say that, but it's a very high likely chance you're not gonna win that game. So PV is playing with house money at that point in time. If you come in and you lose to Daytona, I know McNair. I don't know McNair, but I think Coach McNair is gonna have them boys focused and ready and just making better cues on the defensive side of the ball. Because offensively, man, listen, that boy CJ Bowler is nasty. That boy CJ Bowler got he got an extra gear that when he get that thing, man, nasty. That boy's serious. He's serious. I can't wait to see him. Next up, Texas Southern at Jackson State. Now listen, Jackson State, don't nobody want to play $26 for your whack streaming of a game service or whatever. It's not good. You need to talk to the FAMU communication department and the media department and show you how to cast the game. Even Valley even got graphics and all type of cool stuff on YouTube. Your stream is trash. You need to get it fixed. All right, now go ahead. Talk about trash.
Is Prime gonna be back in this game though?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I serious talk. I am definitely praying about this situation because this is unusual. And I am a tad bit concerned. Hopefully he doesn't have COVID or, something on that level. A lot of times people don't want to talk about that, but hey, COVID hits everybody. But this is a kind of interesting game for Jackson State. They've been playing well. Their defense is normally going to show up, but Texas Southern has some weapons and they got some speed. And, I think when you're dealing with young people, every once in a while, they just have that game where their minds are just not there. And Jackson State's not prepared. This could be a lot closer than a lot of people give it credit for. Of course, Jackson State shows up and they do what they're supposed to do. This game will not be close. But there are some instances where I could see Texas Southern doing some stuff.
I totally agree with you. And and if I'm being honest, this probably would have been the closest, I think, upset game I probably for the week, next to probably Southern and FAM. But the reason I can't really rock with Texas Southern on this one is because they make too many mistakes for me. They make young team mistakes. And against Jackson State, they capitalize on those mistakes. If they were a very disciplined, by the book, but they still put up 35 to 40 points a game, I would absolutely call an upset in this game. Absolutely. Because
Texas Southern with Valley's defense.
Oh, it's an upset. It's an upset.
Yes,
it's
sir.
an upset. I don't care what you're talking about. It's an upset. Because you got somebody that can throw the ball a lot better than Jelani. You like Andrew Body can throw it. The receivers are faster. They probably got Ja'Cory Rankin's probably their best receiver on Valley. I believe Texas Southern has 2 Ja'Cory Rankins. And the running back is pretty damn good as well. So, but it's just it even happened at the UAPB game. It's bad snaps, fumbling, just stupid stuff. So I couldn't even pick them if I wanted to, just off the simple fact is I can't trust them. I can't trust them to have a very clean game. I can't. So if we're going to talk about who's the cleaner, who's going to play the cleaner game, it's going to be Jackson State. Easy. But it's going to be fun, though. It's going to be fun to watch. Definitely going to be
fun.
Yes. It's upset alert for me. This is upset alert for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man, listen, when I figure out where they're going to play this game at, I'm watching it because this is upset alert for real. And I wish I could go. I really wish I could go, but go ahead and take it, Mr. Kobe.
No, I think you're absolutely correct. Defense travels, and Valley's defense is going to travel, and A&M's defense is not that good. They still gave up 28 points to Alabama State. So
35.
Oh, yeah.
35.
That's still too many points. Way too many points. Which further proves my point. A&M is definitely on upset alert because coming off a high like that, beating your rival team, you could use this to propel you or allow it to distract you. You know, and just like I said, this when you're dealing with young people, just a lot of times they don't listen and they just believe their own hype, you know, thinking that it's the same valley, it's going to be the same thing, and it's not. You're going to have to play a clean game for that to happen. And a defense with the way Akil has been playing, I give Valley a solid chance with this one. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. You got to. If you think this game will be a blowout, you bugging. You are bugging, because if it wasn't and people are going to say the field. I'll give you that. But what I will give you is that Valley can run the ball. Caleb Johnson is he's not a kid. He's a grown man. The backup Deridian is a grown man. If they get it going early with the run, they will make you quit. Listen, they will make your defense quit. Now, your offense is always going to be involved in the game. But what I'm telling you, it's the same thing I told Jackson State fans. That number 50 on the D line of Valley is a undersized DN, and he will give you problems. Y'all can't block. Y'all can't block nobody. We already know you can't block nobody. All right. That number 50 is a problem on Valley. He's undersized. He's crazy good, crazy athletic. He doesn't give up.
He plays.
I'm telling you, he's going to be a problem. I think that Paris said Rankin. I think that's his name, Rankin. Appreciate it, Paris. He plays so hard. He's legit. And listen. Yeah. And last time I'm gonna let you go, Miss Kofi. Valley has the next best safety combo in the league. I don't care what nobody talking about. FAMU is number 1. Number 2 is Valley. Number 3, I would give it to Jackson State with Shiloh and Cam. But number 2 is Kenneth Martin. And number 6, they have the next best tandem safety duo in the conference. Believe what you want. Them boys are serious. Go ahead.
Absolutely, man. It's when you know, their coach just simply believes in playing good, hard, solid football. They remind me of an early Bill Parcells team. You know, they're not trying to be pretty. You know, they don't mind mucking the game up and slowing the game down, and making you have to earn every single play, earn every single yard. So, absolutely, man. If Alabama A&M, now I do think Alabama A&M can win by obviously more than 14 points because they have that ability to score. But absolutely, Valley can take this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. Let's see what we got next on the Alabama State PV. Okay, so somebody called in early today and said Pearson, the interim guy taking over, is actually a really good motivator. I don't think this game is going to be as big as a blowout as people think. I think this game might really be maybe a 2-score game, because I think Alabama State's defense is always going to show up to play. Urshad Davis is going to be mad. He got thrown out the Classics. He's going to come back with a vengeance. Christian Clark is going to step up. They're really missing Bubba. They're really missing him really bad in that center, in that middle linebacker position. But I do think listen, if you stop Prairie View's running attack, I think you can bold well. Now I do say I said this from Jawan Pipe, that was the best deep ball in the SWAC hands down. But it all starts with how they control the clock and control the field with that running. You gotta stop Ladinian Brooks, however you pronounce his name. I call him like the baby Alvin Kamara. You gotta stop him, and you gotta stop that stable of running backs. But I think this game could be a lot closer than people think. I really do.
Listen, man. All credit to Alabama State. Prairie View has the better team, right?
Facts.
So that's really the fact. And really just with their ability to be able to focus and dial in, if they play the way that they have. The only time I've really seen them not play as well or up to par was probably against Cookman. I haven't seen them have that mental breakdown necessarily at home. And Prairie View can run the ball. I've seen them, as the little gospel song, I've seen them do it or whatever. But at the same, I like to see. I think Prairie View should probably win this game by like 14 at least.
Got you. Okay, we're coming out to the end, guys. If you want to get your calls in, 516-259-9041, 516-259-9041. Yeah. All right. So get your calls in. I call this the blackout game. It's on ESPN Plus, but there ain't no reason somebody should be watching this. It's unless you are a fan of the team and you have graduated
On that note, I'm gonna step over here while you come about that.
All right. If you have not graduated from Grambling State, UAPB, if they have not handed you a degree with your name on it, there is absolutely no freaking reason why you should be watching this game. It's no reason. Unless your kid play, unless your cousin play. And when I mean play, I mean start. Not on the bench. Start. So I'm calling this game a blackout game. Yeah, it's really not even worth watching, if we're being honest, but teach his own.
Well, Fobbs needs to bounce back in a big way. Graham's gonna win by like 30 points, based off the way that UAPB has been playing. If Grambling doesn't win by 30 points, then I will be looking at Fobbs, or if now Fobbs lose this game.
That's what I'm saying.
Fobbs bad wagon. But I haven't seen any sign from UAPB in the last few weeks that is going to make me say they could win this game.
My thing is this, and I'm glad you brought that up. If UAPB pulls this out, there has to be a discussion about Fobbs' job. They just got put on 50 by Texas Southern. If UAPB pulls off this game, somebody somewhere has got to have a conversation about if Fobbs should be the head coach of this team. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Serious. Because that's not even.
Now that would be inexcusable for me.
Game of the week.
Absolutely.
Week. We bringing it back.
Yes, sir.
Florida A&M. Southern. All right, at Southern. Okay, at Mumford. Hi, this is a good one. I'm gonna have a watch party, so make sure you tune in. This is actually gonna be the game so last week somebody won $100. Somebody finally guessed the correct score of the game, so they won $100. Congratulations to, I think it was Johnson, Jack Boy Johnson, or Joey Johnson. Congratulations to him. So FAMU Southern, the floor is yours, my guy.
This is a rivalry game. FAMU Southern go way back. Way back. Their fans get up for this game. Our fans get up for this game. It is a rivalry game. It really, obviously, if this game were in Atlanta, it would probably draw about 60,000 easy. Because our fan bases are both into each other like that, and we want to talk trash and do all that stuff. So this game is going to be intense. The bands are going to be there, so it's going to be intense. But looking at the game, because it's a rivalry game, Southern's intensity is going to be up, especially after that confidence-building win that they had versus Alcorn. Mm-hmm. That being said, FAMU has the ability to control the game with their defense. And on the road, defense does travel. Fair. I don't think that Southern has seen necessarily a defense like this since they played maybe Troy or what's that other school they lost to early in the year? McNeese, or maybe even Prairie, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I will say that. So it's going to come down to, just mental errors. And if FAMU plays its game, we should win comfortably. That being said, being on the road, our team has shown a measure of vulnerability. And this is the toughest, probably one of the toughest environments in the SWAC. So we got to come in with our A game if we're going to come out with the W.
I've been around the SWAC a little bit. My SWAC hours are coming up. And the only thing that I think SWAC fans really want to know is the March of 100 traveling.
The 100 will be there.
Oh, sniggity. Because they damn sure were at Itabita. They were not in Itabita.
And we ain't coming to Itabita no time soon. Nah. Run and tell that now.
They definitely were at Itabita. All right. So I just, I'm just making that point. But
now, here's the thing. Things are changing at FAMU, and just really with the whole band thing. FAMU and Southern's band, they do have a strong rivalry that dates back to the time of Dr. William P. Foster and Dr. Isaac Greggs. So those games, I'll tell you a quick story back in the day. Okay. So in 1977, FAMU played Southern in Tampa. It was a classic game. It was Orange Blossom Classic. We played them in Tampa. FAMU was undefeated. And at the beginning of the week, Dr. Foster asked Dr. Gregg, say, hey, Doc, are you bringing the band? Well, don't know yet. You know, it's not looking good right now in terms of you bringing the band. Mm-hmm. So Dr. Foster's like, okay, next day. Have things changed? Well, I don't know if things changed all that much, but maybe tomorrow I'll let you know what we finna do. Now, by that time, you know, the 100, they're getting their little show together, you know, trying to figure out. Now, if they had their battle mind on, it'd been like, look, maybe he trying to give us the dirt. Okie doke and sneak up. So then Wednesday came, calls Dr. Gregg. Dr. Gregg's answered the phone. Hey, Pat, you coming? We coming. Now, by that time, the 100 had done put in a show that was a salute to Reveille, right? Man, Southern came in there talking about we don't want to sit down, we want to get down. The Dancing Dolls came in, they put the star on the field, they did the little dance routine, and the crowd just went nuts. And FAMU went out there with that Reveille show, and everybody was sitting up there looking like, what is y'all doing? And man, the 100 was mad. Man, Dr. Greggs came around. See, Dr. Greggs is cool. You know, he's like round the way, et cetera, but he had a little gangster slash NIGGA in him and stuff. So, you know, Dr. Foster's very classy and very cool, and he likes to tip his hat and do little stuff like that. Dr. Greggs came up there and bringing the band around, and he looked up in the stands at Dr. Foster and gave him the finger like that. I was like, that's why the rivalry between FAMU and Southern is so big. So because of that game, FAMU came up with one of their legendary shows, which is a Star Wars show that they did against Bethune-Cookman that very next week. But yeah, it's deep, bro. It goes way, way deep. FAMU cannot lose this game.
That's what's up. Now, let me ask you a question. That's a good little drive. Tallahassee.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
How long is the drive? It's like 6 hours.
You could now don't drive like me, people. Okay. You could get there in 5.5, right? Don't do that. 6 hours is not bad. You go 3 hours to Pensacola, 3 hours to Baton Rouge, you good. Okay. It's not bad.
Okay, so my thing about this game is this. It's simple. And I'm going to have the official pick on Friday of my off-script picks. But the keys to the game for me, for Southern, is simply you can't, and it's funny, I was talking to an alum. This is the difficult thing about putting the game in McKay's hands. It's not really in McKay's hands. And the reason I say that is because when you have number 10 and when you have X, all you got to do is put the ball in their hands. He doesn't even really have to make any real reads. It's just like, look, throw it. You see 10, throw it to 10. You see 19, throw it to 19. And they'll do the rest for you. They'll turn a 3-yard play into a 15-yard game. They'll turn a 5-yard hitch to a 40-yard play. So McKay, it's kind of like, I don't want to see a lot of one-on-one if I was Southern with my DBs with number 10 and Xavier, because you can't guard them. You can't guard them one-on-one. I don't care. Now, McKay might throw you some balls. You know what I'm saying? No homo. He might throw you some balls. But, you know, it's possible. FAMU, just do what you've been doing. I mean, literally, play defense, run the ball, do what you've been doing. I mean, it's been working. I mean, it's boring, but it's been working. You know what I'm saying?
All three phases.
You know what I'm saying? And if I was Southern, I'm not punting to number 10. I am not punting to number 10. Not doing it. X10, whoever's back there, I'm not punting to none of them Florida boys.
Fobbs did it. You know, he almost found out the hard way. That's not the thing to do.
I'm not punting to you, bro. I'm not. Listen, I've seen enough. I saw 10 at Edabina up close and personal, and them boys kept putting to him. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I'm putting this out of bounds. I don't care if it's 30 yards. I'm putting it out of bounds. It just don't make no sense to me. But, all right, call lines are open. I'm going to take these callers. All right. Hey, caller, you live with us. Talk to us. What's up, David? Talk to me.
Is he saying something?
You can't hear him?
I can't hear him.
Hey, Joyce, call back. Call right back. All right. I'm gonna shut it down and reopen it. I don't know why it's not working. So let me see. I'm gonna try this again, see how it works.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. I think I should have went to this game. I really should have went to this game.
Yeah, you know, FAMU Southern, man, that goes back. Like when they came to Tally back in 2019, they brought like 7,000 people to brag. The band came. It was a great environment. It is our largest home, non-homecoming crowd we've ever had. And it was standing room only. It wasn't even homecoming. Yeah, it was 27,000 in that game. And it was amazing. That was probably one of the reasons, or one of the things that gave us, caused our leadership to look again in the SWAC, because the crowds are going to be like that on a consistent basis. So yeah,
I got him on. Josh, you on here? Can you hear him now, Mr. Can you hear him?
Do I need to do something? I can't hear him.
Nah, it's
Can
probably
you hear him?
I hear him. Let me see if anybody. Hey, Johnson, keep talking. In the crowd, if y'all can hear him in the hold on, babe, can you hear him? All right, I'm gonna have to close it out. I'm gonna try to do it again. All right, Johnson, hold on. Yeah, my girl says she can't hear him either. It's not looking too good. I might have to go without calls today, fellas. I apologize. I'm gonna try it one more time. Ooh, it's hot, boy. These lights is hot. I'm over here sweating. I am over here sweating. I'm trying to tell you.
Flan on them niggas. There we go.
Man. Something is wrong with you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. All right, let me try one more time. All right, fellas, I'm going to try this one more time. If it don't work, I'm going to have to tell y'all apologies. Apologies. All right, let's get it popping. Let's see how we're going to work this out. All right. Johnson, you still here?
I hear him a little bit.
Okay, good. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear him? What's he saying?
Oh, nobody's. Hey Johnson, I'm sorry. Hey Johnson, I'm sorry, man. Nobody can hear you. I gotta shut it down. I'm sorry, man. My bad. Listen, guys, I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my call line. Let me see. Hey, babe, can I see your work phone? All right, we're gonna have to change it up. I'm gonna have to Bluetooth it, and I'm gonna Bluetooth it real quick. All right, so just give me another. Nah, it's not another call. Another call is not gonna work. It's a software. So anybody, because I know y'all about to start clowning me. It is not my actual phone line. It is a software service. All right, it's a software service. Okay,
it's all good, bro.
Hold on, let me get this going. Hey, babe, hold on, let me mute myself so they don't know. All right, let me see if I can get this thing going real quick.
No worries, bro. You know, in the meantime,
go ahead.
You know, there's so many stories between, just really with FAMU and Southern University. I will say, Probably one of the greatest ones was back in 1995 in a game where both of the teams were winning their respective conferences. FAMU was winning the MEAC, and Southern was at the top of the SWAC, and they were ranked 1 and 2 in the polls, man. So they played that game in the Georgia Dome. Southern had jumped out to like 28-7 in the second quarter, and that was the birth of the Gulf Coast offense as our coach Joe switched QBs and went to a spread offense and ended up tying the game at halftime.
Oh,
so
wow.
28-28 in the Georgia Dome, and it was just going nuts. And Southern was up, I think, by a touchdown to close out the game. And lo and behold, our guy drove all the way down the field, got to the 5-yard line, and I got through a pick six. And that was the end of the game.
Wow. Wow. That is what's up. Let me see. All right. So, guys, if you want to call in, 404-863-2096, 404-863-2096. Call into that number just for today. All right, I'm gonna get everything fixed up, whatever, for the next show or whatever. But make sure you call in for that number, and we can go from there. I don't have nobody calling in, so, but yeah, we can make that happen. So, too easy. All right. Dang. Now, how okay, I'm about to say, y'all was over here stressing me out. No. Hey, caller, you live, talk to us. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. All right, now you good. Go ahead. Can you hear us? Hello? Hello? What is going on with my stuff today?
I don't know. If they want to call me, I can put them on speaker on my phone, and then we can do it like that.
I can do that too. Hey, go ahead, Ryan. Can you hear now? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool, man. Hey, first off, Scott, what was your thoughts on Shadur the last week against Mississippi Valley?
He played like a freshman.
You didn't think, I mean, being honest, I thought he showed some moxie. When they was down, they hit that big pass to Wideman. I thought I seen some greatness there. What you think?
You saw greatness because he hit a pass to Wideman?
That was like a 50-yard pass, man. That was deep. I thought it was nice. What you think? You think so?
I mean, it's a nice pass, but I mean, I didn't see greatness on a pass. I mean, I would feel like
how about that drive? That drive, the first like 25-yard pass to Corbin. Nice pass to Corbin. They backed up there. I think it was a holding call. Then he hit that deep ball to White. Wasn't impressed by that. I know Blue Bloods was. You wasn't.
No, because I've seen him make that throw before. I've seen him make that throw to Wideman against.
But Scotty, I feel you now, and I'm going to tell you, I've been fair. You really have been fair this week. You know what I mean? I have been everything you said. Offensive line, the running game, they too big not to be getting them kind of push from the line. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it just. I don't know. It just. I don't think. Well, is there a question? Go ahead. Go answer your question.
Yeah, but real talk. This is what I'm saying. Adversity hit. Mississippi Valley was different. Like I ain't gonna lie. This is the first time I'm a Jackson State fan. This is the first time I was like actually scared. Like, damn, these boys might lose this shit for real. And when they went up, I think it was like 12-7. They went up, and then Shadur, I want to see what he did. And he came out and he hit like it was big passes, like like I said, a little 25-yard pass to Corbin, and then the deep ball to Wideman. I was like, okay, maybe we got something here. What you think about that drive?
It was a good drive.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Drive. It wasn't the drive. Like he was coming from his 1-yard line with a minute left on the clock. It was still a good drive. It was a good drive. All right. Jackson State does have 4 stars at their wide receiver position. So those guys come in really with the expectation for them to be able to make solid catches. They're a good team. They did what they're supposed to do. They made plays, so that's a good thing. I do think that Shadur has the ability to be great, but I'm not crowning him great just yet. He's a freshman, so he's still got to pay his dues. And people are going to be gunning for him. So that's going to be the other thing that obviously, but I think obviously he's got the makings of definitely being a star QB.
All right. Hey, Ron, I'm gonna let you go. I'm sorry, guys. This is frustrating for me. So I ain't even gonna mess with it. It just ain't gonna work. I should have probably restarted my computer. But hey, thank you, Mr. Kofi, for coming in. We're gonna have to get this fixed next time. All right.
No worries.
Sorry, guys. But hey, until next time, hey, Kofi, shout out your show, the FAMU jank that you do.
It's the O and G Strike Zone that comes on Wednesdays at 8:00 p.m. It's the O&G Strike Zone that comes on Wednesdays. You can check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. O&G Strike Zone, 8:00 on Wednesdays. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there. And you can probably call in. How about that? We'll be able to go.
That's real. Oh, you know what? I can do it one way. I can do it another way. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna try one more. All right. So I'm gonna put this in the link. All right. I'm gonna put this in the link. All right. You can call in this way in the link. All right. If you want to call in, don't call into the phone number. Go to the link that I put in the chat. All right. And just do audio. And you can come right on in. All right. That's the backup. I totally forgot about that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I forgot. That's how Swag Buzz, stole my. You try to steal my style.
Bruh, you good, bruh?
Yeah,
get my New Orleans on, bruh. You good?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying. So we gonna go for a little bit long. I'm surprised. I'm surprised his wife didn't tell him to get off. You know what I'm saying. Hey, so y'all can go to the stream link right here. Come in, click on it, put audio. If you want to come on camera, you can come on camera. Just be dressed. But if not, you can definitely just come in an audio call and we'll bring you in that way. All right, too easy. Stop calling the phone. Watch the show. Stop calling the phone. All right, stop calling it. Skip ahead and be on the same page as everybody else. All right, go to the link. All right, do your thing, and we'll go from there. If you don't click on the link, then I can't bring you in. All right, Nike, what's up? You live?
Hi, Scotty. Hi, Mr. Kofi.
Hey,
what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm calling from Tallahassee, Florida, home of the Mighty Rattlers.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yes. What a great homecoming we had.
Absolutely. 100%. What was your favorite part?
Well, I didn't go to the game because I was the auntie that was babysitting while mamas went out. So I only went to the parade. I did see the game on YouTube, though.
Awesome. Yeah.
You saw the boring game?
Thank you for calling. What's your question?
I just want to say, Scotty, I love your show. I might not always agree with you on some stuff, but I love your show. And even though you hard on our quarterback, but you did give him a little respect today, so I appreciate that.
No problem.
And I want to say happy early birthday to you from another Scorpio to another Scorpio.
Let's go, Scorpio season!
That's what it is. It's Scorpio season, baby.
Yes, and also your birthday is on Wednesday, and Wednesday is my wedding anniversary.
Congratulations!
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So what's your question?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Y'all in the comments, y'all, I swear to God.
Y'all better stop. How about that? Y'all better
not. See, that's why I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing with y'all. I can't do nothing with y'all. See, I try.
All right. Next. Come on.
I try to be. I can't with y'all, bro. I swear to God, I cannot with y'all. Listen, who is next? Who is next? Y'all are stupid. I hate y'all. Oh, that's it. Oh, I hate these comments.
That's why that vibe is there, bro. See, I'm a Scorpio. I'm November 17th.
Okay,
so
that's what's up.
That's what it is, bro. That's why that energy be there. That's what it is right now.
You know it's bad when your fellow FAMU is talking about shut the chat down. Oh my god. I can't with y'all, boy. I swear. Listen, if you're looking to call in, if you're looking to call in, you don't have to be on video. If you don't want to, just call in. Take your camera off. You'll come in, and I'll just bring you on audibly. All right, audibly. All right. If that's how you guys want to do it, I'm saying, like, all right.
Let the people be seen if they want to be seen. Y'all want to be seen, be seen.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have any problem with it. I really don't. I'm just saying. But y'all need to chill out in these comments, bro. Y'all really need to chill. All right. So nobody else is coming in. All right. So we'll leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. That is funny. Oh my god, that was funny. Y'all are stupid. All right, I'm gonna try this conference line one more time. All right, I'm gonna try this conference line one more time. If not, I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me see, because I got a dinner date. Pin the link. My bad. Hold up. We said pin the link. Let me. I'm gonna do it again. Let me see. So. God, that was funny. Y'all are.
Every once in a while, man, you have those moments where history is made. You'll never forget those moments.
Oh, you talking about the?
You're gonna remember this day, man. You're gonna remember.
I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not about to entertain you. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Happy birthday, though. That's cool, right there.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Oh my. Oh my God! I can't stand these Bammers in here. Did you hear that, Mr. Kofi?
What? Somebody said something?
No, I was just seeing if you can hear what the conference. That means it's not working. Then, yeah, it's not working.
Do one more little link call, and then we can call.
I posted a link. Nobody
go on the link.
Came in.
Go on the link, people.
Yeah, go on the link. Click on the link, guys. Look, this is the link. Click on the link. Come on in. If you, come on. Wow.
Come on.
Come on in. Here we go. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Come on.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, I got an old man get off my lawn question for y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. Hey, turn your background down. Turn your background down.
Hey, I got an old man get off my lawn question for y'all. All right, is that my background better now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hope so. Go ahead.
So I like the fact that schools are giving more access, and so you get, like, I know with the deep pregame show, you get access like that. You get to see the players and all that. Again, I want to be clear. This is the old man get off my lawn question. I know this is what I am, but can you guys tell me, what do you think the line is between making your program seem fun for young kids want to come there, but me not being, as an old person, comfortable with a lot of music with profanity and gunshots and those kind of things? And I'm thinking, okay, I want it to be fun for young people to come and play, but I'm not sure if any institution with songs with a lot of profanity and gunplay and those kind of things. How do you guys feel about that, as far as drawing that line between making it fun, but also keeping it respectable for, institutions of higher learning?
So are you referring to Jackson State's locker room scenes?
Making it fun, but also keeping it respectable for,
turn your background down. Turn your background off. Turn your background off.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro?
Hello?
Scotty, can you hear me?
Hello?
Scotty.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So here's what I would say. I will answer this question. I think you have to be able to touch the culture within reason. I think that the people that Deion is trying to reach, or the football coaches are trying to reach, they're trying to speak that language of the people that they're trying to attract. So as long as they're winning, for the record, Tiger Nation probably is not going to say a whole lot. And other people really can't say a whole lot, especially if he continues to draw 4- and 5-star athletes to his institution. That being said, when you lose, you know, and stuff starts happening at the program, it will be a problem. So as long as they win, you know, everybody's like, oh, okay, well, that's a strategy. Some people might try to copy it, try to duplicate it and stuff. But at the end of the day, it comes down to wins and losses. And I will say this about Coach Prime. He's an excellent mentor. I think he takes the time to really give the guys strong nuggets, stuff that you will not see behind closed doors. And I think it's just the bait to try to catch some more fish.
No, I want to say I definitely agree with you. I don't know how anybody who watches the videos that Coach Sanders puts up and the way he motivates young people and the things that he discusses about on and off the field, that you could not like him, right? And so I agree with you about that. And that's the one thing I hope that a lot of people see, regardless of if you like Jackson State, regardless of how we, you know, I know Brother Scotty said that, you know, Jackson State, I hate flexing because they got their big brother with them. And just wait till their big brother leave and everybody going to be waiting on us. I may be wrong on this, Brother Scotty, but I'm about certain that I do know. I think there's only 2 schools in the SWAC that actually has a winning record against Jackson State all time, as far as all the games that they played. So
that's because y'all be cheating up there and stuff like that in Jackson and everything.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, player. Come on now.
Hey,
I mean, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I mean,
my dad
look
here.
The same look here. Look, deflate the balls, unflate the balls, turn the heat on, turn the heat off. If you notice, when you come to Vet Stadium, we got the sun directly on your face. Whatever we got to do to get the victory. So I'm not going to ever be bad for a victory. I'm not going to be sad for a victory. But I will say this.
I can't admit it.
But I will say this. That Brother Scott, I'm one of those people, I don't always agree, but I can't challenge your football acumen. I do sometimes agree that a win is not a win. And so I'm looking to see that at some point Jackson State's offensive line finally blocks somebody, because I think going down the road, Texas Southern, Alcorn, and then hopefully a SWAC championship, it's not just that you want to block the win. You want to block so that you don't get your freshman quarterback killed. Doesn't matter if your freshman quarterback have all those skills. If he's not healthy, he can't be the superstar you want him to be. So it's not just I want our offensive line to finally block to win some games. I do want the brother to stay there for all 3-4 years and be upright. And that's it, man. I'm going to get out y'all here. But I do. Thank you, brother Kofi, for that point about Coach Sanders, because he is a great motivator and a leader of young men. And no matter how much people may or may not like Jackson State or Coach Sanders, he should get his respect for the motivation that he does with young men. Appreciate the show. You guys be blessed.
I appreciate it. Y'all are stupid. I cannot stand you. Boy said calling from Dion's closet. Oh my God.
One more video call or something like that. One more link call. It's entertaining. Keep going.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty? What's going on, Mr. Hemingway?
What's up, Brent?
So the question is, how many teams do you think are looking at Gary Harrell, currently the interim coach at Jackson State? And I hung up and listen.
You don't have to hang up and listen. Next.
Oh, somebody already asked?
No, nobody's looking at Gary Harrell. Next.
All right.
Now he's a nice guy, but his resume right now, Deion is helping that man out tremendously. But the answer is no. He would not be the face of my program at this point. Not right now.
All right.
Hey, appreciate the call, Brent. Real talk. Oh man, that boy hit him with a nobody. Yo, you shook your head so fast.
What's that meme with my man from used to play with the Broncos? What's his name? He got a show.
Shannon Sharp.
Sharp, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh man, listen.
No.
See, that's why I can't. This chat, man. This chat is just raw.
People think that you can just plug somebody into your program, and just because they are on their staff successfully, that they're going to be successful for your program, and that's not the case. Case in point, let's look at Muschamp. Okay, Muschamp can coach that defense. He can do great things for your defense. He's an excellent recruiter. He's a good motivator. But as the head of my program, no. No.
Hey, one more. I'm gonna get off here in about a couple minutes. So we're taking one more link caller. All right, we'll take one more link caller. If you're a member, I hope you guys. I do apologize once again that you guys couldn't call in. But if you are he said Blue Blood said Harrell is unsubscribing right now. Oh man, listen.
Look, and I think at some point, I think for the right program, there's certain things that you have to be a good fit. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just think that some guys are okay being the number 2, and that's not a bad slot. You don't have to be the head to be successful. Mm-hmm. And to be that guy, I think I would like to see him get a little bit more seasoning before he takes on another head gig, kind of like Josh McDaniels. He's been under Bill Belichick for a minute, went out to Denver, and didn't necessarily do so hot.
Came back with his tail between his legs. It was like, you know what?
Excellent offense coordinator, though. Got Super Bowl rings to prove it.
Listen, I think the chat has scared people away from calling in. I ain't even gonna lie, because I would be a little scared to call in too if I was calling in.
Y'all suck that up and call into the darn thing.
I think we'll take one more call. I'm telling you, these boys scared, boy. They like, listen, I ain't trying to get blasted on Scotty channel. Like, people actually watch this stuff. All right, one more caller, man. We'll take one more caller. You guys are stupid. This is probably one of the funniest shows I had in a long time. Oh my God, that was funny. You said, man, Scotty ain't giving us no credit. What credit to give? What's their credit to give?
Hey, you gotta come up with a nickname for the chat room, though. It can't just be the chat room no more.
I don't know, man. It's like the hood over that chat
That's
room.
What we gonna call them, the hood.
The hood. Like, boy, I'm telling you, they'll probably come up with a cool name, though. Somebody will probably come up with a cool name.
Who down there in the hood on the corner?
Yeah, listen, that's rough. Listen, in that chat is rough. We are not calling my chat Jacktown. Shut that down. that is not, absolutely not. Absolutely. Somebody said the shade room. Oh man. Somebody said the shade room. Oh my gosh. All right, so nobody gonna call in. That's cool. Listen, I apologize, Mr. Kofi. I'm gonna get it fixed next time you come on. Hey, they want you to be a regular. So Mondays is our thing. After show, we'll keep it going.
Okay.
But Mr. Kofi, thank you so much. Appreciate you for tuning in. Tell your wife I said thank you for the time that you give. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate
you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that.
Let's get it.
Once again, shout out your show.
ONG Strike Zone, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. ONG Strike Zone, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Facebook. You can go to our page on Facebook, JBN, or the Black College Sports Network. He put the block. The block is kind of decent. All right, but ONG Strike Zone, check us out. Follow me, Kofi Hemingway, on Facebook.
No, they're not as funny as me and Mr. Kofi. They're a little dry because all they do is talk about FAMU. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, FAMU is going to beat this and then FAMU. And everybody's all oranged up. I watch it. Everybody's all oranged up and stuff. They all color coordinated.
Absolutely.
They look like the 1970 Temptations of FAMU.
Look, it's rubbing off on you, though. Look what you got on, boy. Look what you got on. You got orange right there, green in the background. You got me. You got me. All right, until next time, guys, you know what I'm going to do.
I'm a holla. God bless.